Hello and welcome back to our episode of Digital Road Trip. My name is Wizzy0. You can also call me Wizzy. And today we are continuing on our way from Boston, Massachusetts to New York City. More specifically, Lower Manhattan World Trade Center. So we started off last episode at Fenway Park, working towards New York City here. Currently heading kind of more southwest. Kind of working to go down through Rhode Island, maybe. But yes, the episode before last, we finally get to our destination of Fenway Park in Boston, Massachusetts, with about a 10-minute extended video, but we were able to get to where we wanted to go. What's it? Rhode Island. So yes, we are heading towards Rhode Island. And of course, like I said, last episode we started off at Fenway Park and managed to finish up in... Is this the same place we ended up in? Let me just take a look. No, Wrentham, yeah, so this is the same town. Wrentham, Massachusetts. I have a feeling there are going to be times where it's going to be tough to find a spot to finish off at, like what it was the last episode, or to end the last episode, I should say. Okay. Woonsocket, Rhode Island. We're going to head that way. So we're going on the Massachusetts State Route 121. Now, one thing I did remember to do this time is to switch the sound input thing over on the recording software to be able to record the audio as well. Is this 95 here? Might be. 495 looking at the mini-map. But yeah, last episode I had to edit the music in because I forgot to change over the input mixer thing for the recording software. Even though I could actually I could hear the music, it's just I didn't have it recorded. So I had to go in and do that all myself, which was a little bit of a pain, but I ended up getting it in the end. I think it ended up working out pretty good, so. But I don't have to worry about that this time. I was looking at that truck because I just got done recording GeoGuessr, so I'm still kind of in that mentality in a way of like, oh, where are we? But I mean, we already know where we are, so I mean, we don't really have to worry about that too much. I want to see something. Looks like there's something else on that sign there too. Two Roads Drive. It's funny that they have it on this side but not the other side. We're still in Wrentham as well, which I find kind of interesting. Must be a pretty large town in Massachusetts. We're on the Cumberland Road, which is also the Massachusetts 121. It is now fall, and it's now summer again. Not a whole lot here, are we? Oh, we're now in Cumberland, Rhode Island. Was there a sign saying welcome to Rhode Island or something like that? Where did we switch? I just want to go back real quick, just see where we, Okay, this is Massachusetts. Because I think we blew right by here. State highway ends. Welcome to Massachusetts. Going that way. State highway begins. Is that the welcome to a new Rhode Island sign? Such a small state, so they have to have a small sign as well? No. Welcome to Cumberland. Looks like. So there was like no actual like welcome to Rhode Island, which is kind of interesting. Although you can tell the road is a whole lot better. Or that you're in a different state, rather, too, because the road, like I said, is a whole lot better than what the roads were in Massachusetts. Although I say that, now immediately the road goes to absolute crap. You thought I was going to say the other word, didn't you? Yeah, I could have, but... kind of heading northwest-ish. Now we're really heading west. Which is fine, we do need to head west at some point anyways. Now I don't know how long we are going to be in Rhode Island for. Is this Cumberland County as well? No, Cumberland Foundry. Okay. Now, if I remember correctly, I think Rhode Island only has like 4. It's either actually, yeah, I want to say it's like 4 counties or something like that. I think the state that has the least amount of counties is actually Delaware, and that's 3. I'm not entirely sure which state has the most counties. I think it might be like Texas. But I could be wrong on that. I know you go out Midwest and there are a ton of counties for each state. Massachusetts has quite a few counties. I don't know exactly how many, but Maine has 16 counties. I probably mentioned that before. Do we want to go that way or do we want to keep going this way? Was there a sign that showed? There is a sign right here, okay. So that is the 126. We're currently on the 114. I feel like the 114 ends there. So I'm going to go on the 126. I'm going to go south. Because I didn't see a 114 route sign on the other road. Can we go back onto this road, please? Thank you. That just shows the state routes as well. So it looks like Rhode Island also uses the square state routes. But they have the RI in it as well. That's cool. That building there. Huh. Quite the design of it. I want to keep going this way. We are heading west now, which is good. I mean, eventually you can't go any further south either, so... I don't know if we'll eventually get back to, Route 1 if we keep going this way or not. May. I was gonna say, that looks like an old railroad bridge. I think it still is a railroad bridge. Well, I mean, obviously. Whether it's still used, I mean, that's the question. So downtown Woonsocket is actually pretty large, isn't it? Because that's where we currently are. We're actually on the 104. I don't know what happened to the 126, but... we lost it somehow. That's fine. Gonna keep going straight. Stay on the 104, rather. I almost said the 124. Definitely out of downtown now. What does that sign say? Slow handicapped child. Well, technically it's like a slow handicapped child, not slow handicapped child. Worcester. I don't really want to go to Worcester, although that goes to Providence, and we definitely don't want to go to Providence. So we're going to head this way and just stay in Rhode Island, not go towards Worcester. Now that we're going northwest again, so... we're in the 146A. I think the 104A, or 104 rather, actually ended at the 146, so you know, we obviously had to turn either left or right. And like I said, I don't want to go back toward Providence. That's going the wrong way. So. We're in North Smithfield. Actually, what's going on here? Let's go back here. There should have been a sign, I would think. There's a sign on the other side here, so... I want to see what that says. Slatersville, Fortsdale. Oops. No. Worcester, yeah, we don't want to go towards Worcester. We're going to stay on 146A. Which is kind of also heading north. So we'll eventually want to see if we can find another route. Or road. I mean, we're kind of heading back south or west again, but... as long as we're heading in the general west direction, then that's fine. Let's get out of the gas station parking lot. Gas went down quite a bit too, because it looked like when we were in the parking lot it was like 346 whatever. Now it's 275, so what a deal. We're apparently on the 102 now as well, looking at the mini-map. We're kind of curving to the south again. Precision cuts, haircuts, men and women walking. I was gonna say, the way those cars were parked, it kind of made it look like a car dealership or something like that, but no. And you got a volleyball, 2 volleyball courts right there, which is kind of interesting. Looks like a bar with volleyball courts. Haven't seen that before. Definitely getting out of everything. Burleville, or Burlville. Burrillville. Okay, that's how, I'm assuming how it's pronounced. It looks like there was quite a pretty large welcome sign that came up this way as well. Obviously I missed that, but definitely not a whole lot going on this way now. I was gonna say, is that a ropes course? But it doesn't look like it. Got like a, what is that, like a little mini golf course or something? Something, I don't know, that's weird. But onward we continue. It's interesting they have like 2 double lines there. It was like split back there. What's going on up here? Construction, I'm assuming. Harrisville Mill Bridge. Use truck route. Yep, so they're working on a bridge or something up here. Well, not or something. That is what they're working on apparently. What was this sign back here? I know I keep stopping and looking at all the signs now. Oakland, Mapleville. Okay. Kind of heading south again. If we keep heading south and north, we're gonna cover like every inch of this state. We'll eventually get to Connecticut. But looks like the highway keeps going from like Broncos Highway or something like that to Victory Highway. Okay, Route 100. Go this way. Don't really want to go north, per se. What the heck was that? That's a little bee suit. Oh, it's October, okay, yeah. We're gonna say, it must be towards Halloween. You got all these, like, this thing here, and then it is October, looking up there. US 44. Okay. I'm gonna take US 44 west. It seems odd to have a US route that's that high up. Well, not high per se, but route that large for an east-west route this far north. You would think it'd be more like 24 or something like that, or like 10, well not, maybe not 10, but 16 or 14, something like that, not 44. I would think 44 would be more like, North Carolina or, Virginia or something like that. Not Rhode Island, but whatever. I'm not the one that designated all the roads, but I do understand how they work, but sometimes I do know they flip-flop, and a route, like, let's say 44 could be between like 20 and 26 or something like that for some reason. You're gonna make it to Connecticut in no time, going directly west like this. I mean, it's not directly west, but a little lake. We're at 22 minutes on the recording so far. That was weird. Let's go back for a second. Yeah, there is a little bubble window. That's weird. Oh, the stoplight for the fire department there. Keep on going. Still in October. Not like that has anything to do with anything, but just thought I'd mention that. Oh, we're in Connecticut now. I noticed that there was like signs like this saying, looking like it was for state laws. See, I told you we'd get to Connecticut in no time going on this road. The road's in pretty good shape as well. Although watch, I say that and then it's gonna go to crap again. Just a little ways up the road. Although it's a US route, so US routes are usually kept in better shape as well. Usually. So now we stay in Connecticut all the way to New York. That will take a little bit longer. I mean, that's not going to happen this episode. Probably won't happen next episode either. But you never know. I mean, it's quite a ways to go through Connecticut rather, to get to New York. Excuse me. Interstate 395. Of course, we don't want to go on there. That also goes towards Worcester. That's an interesting pull for that sign. Nope, we don't want to go on this road. We want to stay on 44, please, and thank you. Well, I probably could have come out that way, too. Oh well. Connecticut uses square signs as well. I don't think I knew that, actually. Or either I did and I completely forgot. So, 3 states in New England use the same exact route signs. Is this not State Route 44? Or US Route 44, rather? Yeah, it is. That's weird. So yeah, you have Maine, Massachusetts, and Connecticut that all use the same route sign. See, I knew Maine and Massachusetts shared the same route signs. But like I said, I didn't realize Connecticut used it as well. So we're now in downtown Putnam. Looks like it was like, what, 50 miles to Hartford? So that's still a ways, but... You gotta figure we're going at least 50 miles per hour doing this, probably even quicker. Probably more like 70, 80 miles an hour, I would assume. It depends on how much we stop as well. If we keep going non-stop like this and keep clicking like really far down the road like that, and obviously we're gonna go quicker, but I know, I really haven't stopped and looked at a whole lot, have we? I mean, we looked at a couple of buildings, one that was actually pretty nice, or cool looking. Then one that had an interesting window design. That bubble window. Man, Putnam, you go straight out from town into farm areas. Working on that bridge, it looks like. Replacing it, maybe. Now, one thing I do want to mention, we're closing in towards the end of the video, but one thing I do want to mention first is I did get what's the word I'm looking for? Like a camera, basically, like a GoPro, but it's not a GoPro, it's a similar thing. It was only like $40 I got, so I got that so I can use as a dash camera, and I may be posting a video. It could be next Thursday. I will post it probably about 4 o'clock-ish, because I post this one or these videos at 2, so probably about 4. I will post a video showing what it looks like going to where I work at. So I did want to mention that because I wanted to do a get a dash cam so I could post videos of like travels and stuff like that. So I figured I'd work tomorrow. Well, as of me recording this, it's currently Tuesday. And tomorrow's Wednesday, and I'm actually going to be working tomorrow. So I should be able to get it all set up. I tested it out once, got the kinks worked out on it. So it will, because when I tried it out before, it stopped, into the US 44. You know what, we're gonna go back. I gotta find a place to stop as well. But anyways, I tested it out, and when I did, it only recorded for like 2 minutes. There's US or 44 again. So what I did was I went into the settings for the thing and turned off the auto shut off, because I feel like that was causing it to shut off even when I had it recording, which doesn't make any sense. So I turned it completely off so it won't shut off, and I tested it again, not on the road but at home, just to see if it would keep recording, and that worked. But one thing I want to check too is, because I had the quality at 1080, 60 hertz or whatever, or 60 frames per second rather, and the quality was absolutely terrible for whatever reason. And so I upped it to 4K, although I may lower it to 20 or 2.5K, but I'll leave it probably at 4K for now. Try that out. The only problem with that is it takes a lot of memory. So, actually, you know what? I'm gonna lower it to about 2.5K resolution and see how that works out. So, I'll have to test that out at some point. But if it's really crappy quality again, then they're more than likely next Thursday there won't be any video of it. Although I could record it because I work Mondays and Wednesdays. Next Monday I could record it again and try it with the 4K. I don't know, we'll see. But anyways, I ranted long enough about that. But we need to find a spot to stop, because we are past our 30-minute mark. Actually at 32 minutes right now. Could do like something like this. Let's move more down here. Yeah, we could do like this right here. So, yeah, I think this is where we're going to leave off. So, like I said, next Thursday, keep an eye out around 4 p.m. for a possible extra video showing my route to work. But yeah, anyways, that is just about going to do it for this episode, though. Hopefully you've enjoyed. If you did, make sure you leave a thumbs up. And of course, as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye!